Hello and welcome everyone back to another video. This is a little different. I am in Switzerland right now. I don't have my audio and video set up, but nonetheless, I feel like I am compelled to do a video about Eternl Wallet. They just launched their V2, their version 2 upgrade, and it's quite amazing. It's quite fantastic. Here in the Crypto Fluency ecosystem, as we onboard users into the Cardano space, one of the first things we take people through is setting up their wallet. The wallet that we primarily use here at Crypto Fluency is the Eternl Wallet. And so we have 6 wallets in Eternl right now, and many of you watching also upgraded your wallet infrastructure when you first onboarded to Eternl. And so when you look at the wallet, it might be a little disconcerting or confusing to you, but this video is to walk you through the Eternl interface, the new Eternl interface. It is amazing. It is fantastic. So we're going to look at everything that you need to know about the new Eternl V2 wallet, best in class master wallet on the Cardano ecosystem. So here we go. Let's look at the Eternl Wallet, and right away we're going to be in the light mode. And so here it is, the Eternl Wallet. It looks a lot different, right? We will go up here and just kind of show you some of the toggles around. We're going to do like a little perimeter, and then we'll get into the nuts and bolts of the wallet. We're going to kind of go through the outline of sorts down here and around the corner. First thing you can do is you can toggle this to the dark mode. And so that sign right there brings everything into a dark mode, and no matter where you are, this is probably better on the eyes. And so we'll keep it here through the demonstration. Another thing that you can do, and we have it toggled, is this toggle. So you can toggle the visibility of balances. And so when you click this toggle, all of the balances that you have are hidden. You see here that there's an asterisk everywhere. And so everywhere we look in this wallet, when it comes to a balance or a transaction in this demo, is going to be masked. And that's beneficial for several purposes. Maybe you're sharing your computer with someone or talking with someone or doing a video like this where you want to showcase that. Right here we have our ADA handle, Crypto Fluency IO. The name of this wallet is Daedalus. One of the beautiful things about the wallet technology in the Cardano ecosystem is being able to restore older wallets through an application like Eternl, and that's exactly what we've done. So this wallet here goes all the way back to my Daedalus days when I first began running Daedalus nodes in the Byron era. And so when you create a wallet with Eternl, which we have videos about that, it'll ask you to create a wallet or restore a wallet. If you have a Daedalus, if you have a Nami, if you have a Lace wallet or a hardware wallet, you can upload that wallet through using this Eternl interface, and here all of your transactions and assets will be available to use it. And it's highly beneficial because you can connect to Dapps. And we're going to look at all that. It's fantastic. So I named this Daedalus. We're going to look at how you can change the name of your wallet. Okay, and this is another way where you could click to see if you missed any notifications, generally about updates that are happening through the Eternl interface. If you are interested in hearing more about Eternl and what they're doing in real time, join their Discord and check them out on X. Okay, that's the best way we're going to get all this information. What I love about it is they show you the current epoch, 551, and then the remaining time in this epoch. So it's 1 day, 10 hours, 56 minutes and counting. And another thing, this bar up here represents the epoch structure too. So right here, when this moves all the way over to the end, the epoch will have ended and a new epoch will start. So you can just sort of get a gauge on where the epochs are. Look at how you toggle the Eternl MonsterSwap. This is a new feature. I love how the avatar just sort of pops up. Guys and gals, this is an amazing wallet infrastructure and really plugs you into the entire Cardano ecosystem, giving you everything you need to become successful, to participate properly in all of Cardano's DeFi infrastructure, the metaverse infrastructure. You have the ability to take advantage of all of staking capabilities. You can delegate to a DRep. You can participate in Catalyst. You can participate in governance. It's fantastic. So you can log out of the app. Okay. Log out of the app. You need your PIN to log in. If you have Eternl and you go to your Eternl wallet, it's going to ask you to set a PIN, a 4-number PIN, and then that is going to be what gets you in. When we change, we're going to be doing something here where I'll show you how you're going to need your PIN. Okay, and then over here you can open up the settings menu, which we're going to get into in a second. But before we do that, we're going to look at the home. This is the home screen. Just kind of gives you an update of where you are. And you can easily go ahead and swap right here from the wallet to capture any tokens, some Nuvola, some World Mobile, maybe some USDM, some Igon. You can go ahead and swap right here on MonsterSwap, which grabs the best price from multiple aggregators for you. And you can also tune the settings for slippage, and we're going to look at that when we get over to the settings. Okay. Just going to position myself. And so transactions. Here we go. This is show you the transactions. And again, it has everything masked. And if I move my little eCam video out of the way, you see I don't use this wallet that much. It's one of my older wallets. And so you can look WMTX, Hunt, Lenfi, Nunet, Charles token, the Kopi, Indy, and this was through Drip Drops, which is a fantastic platform to capture and get exposure to some tokens that are up and coming or have a emission release mechanism through Drip Drops. So this is like your transaction page. This wallet has a total of 761 transactions. You can filter, you can search for transactions, you can search for when you sent or received a token. Okay, you can also go to receive. Here is going to be your receive funds. Okay, so if you like the video, why not go ahead and send me 5 ADA? That'd be good. Send it to CryptoFluency.io. That'd be wonderful. So these are your public keys that you can send so that you can get and receive funds. You can also then send, obviously. Okay, it'll say this is how much you have available to spend. There's network fee, there's options. You just paste in the address you're sending it to. All this is very self-explanatory. And then you can go ahead and check your transaction assets. This is going to be where your assets are. Against one of my older wallets, you have a mixture of some assets and NFTs. Okay, so you can go to all. Staking. This is another wonderful dashboard, really. You can go ahead and check when you're part of the Cardano ecosystem. You can delegate your wallet to a stake pool and receive rewards. It'll show you how many rewards you have this month, any unclaimed ADA that you have not claimed, and then it gives you another reiteration of the current epic timing structure. Okay, we stake this to the Copic, the Cornucopias SPO, where we're forfeiting our ADA rewards to receive Kopi tokens. Okay, all right, and so it gives you the pool details, the saturation, the pledge. It's wonderful. Rewards, and here is your staking key. It's just wonderful. MonsterSwap is a new feature. So you can go ahead, like we just looked at, and right from your wallet, go ahead and buy and receive ADA, or pick up a token that you're interested in right from the DEX without even having to connect to a DEX like MinSwap or DEX Hunter or what have you. But if you would love to do that, you can go to their Dapp browser. Look how beautiful this looks. Guys, look how beautiful this looks. You can enter a specific Dapp that you're thinking about. You can search DeFi or collectibles, or you could look at mints, social ones, raffles, and then here it is. Here is MinSwap ADA handle, where you can purchase your favorite ADA handles, Steel Swap aggregator, and it just goes into all these dApps that you could just connect to. Okay, and you could just click one of these, like the Liquid Finance V1 or V2, and just plug right into their protocol and use it safely. So this kind of skips a step for you to have to go out and go on and physically type in the URL and connect your wallet that way. When you click any of these dApps from the Dapp connector, your wallet automatically becomes connected, and it's wonderful. Okay, portfolios just gives you a breakdown of your portfolio, the current price of ADA. Right, and then governance is a really cool thing, and this is something where we might be able to help you with real time. And this one being one of my older wallets, I selected it for this video for the purpose to show you that right now it's prompting me that we're not delegated. Okay, so with your wallet, you now are suggested to delegate to a DRep, which is a delegated representative. That DReps actually are going to be involved in voting on decisions involving Cardano's governance, what to do with the treasury, what projects can be supported, and what have you. And right now there are currently 932 DReps. You can browse these DReps and search for DReps of your own. You can actually register yourself as a DRep right here. Registering as a delegated representative on Cardano empowers you to vote on governance proposals influencing the blockchain's future. To register, a refundable deposit of 500 ADA is required. That's really it, and you can go through the process of registering yourself, or if you don't know which DRep to choose from, Eternl right here through the wallet infrastructure has a button right there where you could delegate directly to the Eternl DRep committee. Okay, Eternl has a ton of respect, the utmost, probably as high as you can get from a respect standpoint. A verified, trusted, battle-tested platform, Eternl is at the highest level of respect in the Cardano community, and so it would be wonderful if you could just go ahead and click that delegate button. We will do that with this wallet like we do our other wallets. So you could just go ahead and click delegate, and then you'll process the transaction. It's an internal transfer within your wallet. You just go ahead and click your spending password, sign the transaction, and voila, you're delegated to Eternl. Okay? Not going to do that right this second, but that's exactly what we'll do when I finish the video. And it's as easy as that. You're just going to do your spending password. Moving down the list, as we conclude the perimeter, the outline of this new Eternl wallet, you can go ahead to Catalyst. Catalyst is fantastic, where you can visit Project Catalyst. Catalyst brings on-chain governance to the Cardano blockchain. There's information where you could learn more about visiting these sites. You can join a town hall. You could get involved with the community chat on Telegram. You can visit all of these pages, sign up to the newsletter to subscribe for more, and then you can actually register for Catalyst voting when there is a voting round. Previous voting rounds, Fund 13 that just happened, all voting rounds up to Fund 13 were done in a different way than they're going to be done now, moving forward, because they're going to be hosting the voting rounds through the on-chain governance. So Fund 14 is going to be the first round in Catalyst where the decisions are going to be made in Cardano's on-chain governance model. It's a beautiful thing. It's an exciting time in the Cardano ecosystem. And so when that becomes available, you can go ahead and register for Catalyst voting. Okay? You could also search your UTXO list here. It's more of like like an explorer, and that's about it. And you can collapse that over. You can come up here to the home button again, and you can collapse these details. Okay, you can move them over. We're on the Cardano mainnet, and now let's go ahead and move over to before we go to settings, let's just look at the wallets right now, real quick. Okay, so we have Daedalus. So here are some wallets that we have. We have the Fluent wallet. We have this John wallet. We're having fun with the John token. Lace. This is the Lace wallet that I have, that I started out on Lace and then uploaded it through Eternl. Okay, because Eternl for me, when I'm connecting to dApps and participating in decentralized exchanges and money lending platforms, Eternl seems to work the best. Okay, so I have Daedalus that I've uploaded through Eternl, Lace. You just simply restore the wallet, enter the same 24-word seed phrase that you entered when you created your Lace wallet, and then here it lives now in Eternl as well. Okay, this is one I use for liquid finance. Here's another one I use with liquid finance, got the liquid logo. And if I wanted to switch a wallet, see how this has the little Dapp connector there? This is the wallet that I will, if I go to an application like MonsterSwap or liquid finance or Dex Hunter, this is the wallet that's going to be connected. Okay, so if I want to click this wallet, okay, I could click Dapp there, and now this wallet is the wallet that will be now connected to my applications. Okay. And so let's hit a little bit of a, see when you hit the refresh mode, you're gonna have to enter your passcode, which I think is nice. It's another barrier. It's another level. Okay. And let's look at, if we click favorite accounts, crypto fluency, Dapp. Okay, so yes, that's this is the application that will now be used, and you see how it's changed up here. It will now be the wallet that is connected to all of the applications. Okay, so that's how you can switch between wallets. Okay, so moving forward, we looked at these toggles. I love how it gives you the new price details of where ADA is at right now. And let's now conclude the video with showing you the settings, which are wonderful. Okay, so you have account settings. These are settings that are going to be native to your account. So account active name, so you can set an account name. Okay. You can export the account key. You can only use a single address for all transactions. Okay, you can toggle that and it generates new addresses. Use collateral, so during the wallet onboarding videos, this is what you'll set so that you can interact with the applications. It's generally 5 ADA. Okay, manual sync, you can set manual sync. This is more advanced stuff. History sync, you could set history sync. Token fragmentation, reduce transaction fees by fragmenting tokens. This is toggled on, and all these settings right here are sort of default. And you'd really need to know what you're doing if you wanted to change these settings. Okay, advanced UTXO management, auto withdrawal. This is nice because it automatically withdraws rewards if needed that you get from staking. And you can then unstake or deregister your wallet from a stake pool that you are delegated to. And you can actually deregister as a DRep. Okay. Also, so if you become a DRep and you no longer want to do that, you can deregister as a DRep. You'll get your 500 ADA back. You can unstake the wallet or deregister your wallet, as we just said. And these are basically some account settings. Now, what you might use more often than the account settings would be the wallet settings. Okay, so wallet settings, you can update the name of your wallet. You can change it to anything. You can change it to community. Okay, you can save it. See, now the wallet over here is named community. Okay, so I just changed the name of the wallet right there. You can change your the wallet spending password. So you simply will enter the password here that you currently have for the wallet. You'll enter a new one then and repeat the new password, save it, and then there your spending password is changed. And sometimes that is convenient because you set up in some cases some like very long, hard to type passcodes, and every now and then it might want to be beneficial to just change the password. All right, we have the wallet icon. You can change the wallet icon. See this little wallet icon I have here? If you select an icon, it'll pull up your documents in your computer. It'll pull up any kind of images that you have on your computer. You can also set an NFT that you have in your wallet as the wallet icon, which is what I have here. You can actually just randomize it, okay? Just little things like that are nice. You can export the wallet, okay? You can resync the wallet. Recovery phrase, this is a powerful one, and I remember when we first started to run Daedalus, they gave you notifications every 6 months, prior to 6 months, so that every 6 months you would have to enter your 24-word seed phrase. And I think that's really important because sometimes you go for a long time, you have this wallet connected to so many things, you're participating in the robust ecosystem of the Cardano DeFi world or what have you, and you have to make sure you understand where your seed phrase is, because if you don't have this 24-word seed phrase and something happens to your computer, you're not going to be able to get access to this wallet. Okay, this has happened to me, and I would say with everybody that we've run through the process, and it's been thousands of people now that we have taken through the process of onboarding them in the Web3 space, getting them in these Eternl wallets. It is, I would say it is more than 50% of the time where people have done something different or misplaced a word. There was a case where someone had written down 23 words out of 24. Think about that. You're writing it down. You're trying so hard to do everything right. And sometimes when we try so hard to do everything right, we don't do everything right, and something happens. Okay. So when you have 23 words, what do? You know, that's a challenge. Now, if you catch it in time, and this happened to me where it was one of my, or I had several Daedalus wallets in the beginning, and one of my Daedalus wallets, I could not read my own handwriting on one of the words. And I didn't know what to do. I was very nervous and super scared way back then. And what I did was I simply opened a new wallet. I began a new wallet. I created a new wallet, okay? And because I knew my spending password on this Daedalus wallet that I didn't know what the one of the seed phrase words was, I simply created a new wallet, wrote down those 24 words very carefully, and then simply transferred everything out of that other wallet to the new wallet where I had the 24 words that I knew. And I've actually I've taken people through that exact process more times than I'd like to admit. Even though when we take them through the process of onboarding their wallet, I'm very clear about this, taking this extremely serious. You want to be sober-minded. You want to be fresh. You don't want to be at the end of the night writing things down, because this is Web3. This is decentralized finance. There is no custody. There is no safeguard. Okay, we're so used to bank accounts. We're so used to fiduciary entities, right, that have a responsibility to maintain our finances. This is something where you are maintaining it yourself, and so that is just to take it serious, okay? And so I love this because every 6 months you should just set it in your calendar, type your seed phrase in just to make sure you have it corrected. Okay, enough on that, but it's very important. You can also delete your wallet. It's going to prompt you and make sure that it tells you that you understand that the only way to regain this wallet is by restoring it through your wallet recovery phrase, okay? And so that is the extent of your wallet settings. So we went through account settings, wallet settings, and now we'll go to app settings, okay? You can go to Pro Mode. Pro Mode is going to continue to beef up. Simple is going to be all you need. Pro Mode just gives you a little bit. You click the Pro Mode, there will be certain things that change. Like, for instance, it gives you both the US dollar value and the ADA dollar value. As you see, it switched when I go to simple mode. There's one of the things, but it's not that out of context. And I suggest that if you have your wallet and you're tinkering around, go ahead and toggle it to Pro Mode and just look around the wallet, okay? But you could just keep it on simple mode and you wouldn't even tell. You wouldn't even know the difference. And then you can automatically open transaction preview on sign, show stake key on home page. Okay, you can untoggle these and just know exactly what you're getting. Okay, there's the networks. So Matera is going through a testnet phase. There is YAM4, Obimare is going through a testnet phase. And so with Cardano wallets, something native to the Cardano ecosystem, we have pre-production, or what we call pre-prod testnets. There's also preview testnets. And then there's some other networks that if you're more advanced, you can also take advantage of. And most frequently what we're using is the Cardano mainnet. Okay, this connects to all the applications that have launched their mainnet. But you can also take advantage of participating in a project's testnet. And so you can go to the Cardano testnet faucet and get test tokens, switch your wallet to testnet, pre-prod, or preview in some cases. And you can go ahead and interact with the decentralized application with test tokens that are separate. It's kind of like paper trading in a way. It's how I look at it a little bit, where there's no risk at all for anything that you're doing because this is all test tokens. And what you're doing is you're actually helping the protocol like Obimare right now or Matera, and you are helping them with reporting back any bugs or things that were not correct, okay? Also, in some degrees, we do it with Cornucopias, the metaverse, right? So it's not just about DeFi, it's metaverse also, and projects that are forming every day. There's new projects coming all the time. And so this is how you can switch your wallet, which is really nice. And I've also done videos about that. Language, okay, this is really neat. You can go into language. Like I said, I'm in Germany right now. Look at all these languages. It's so cool. And so you could just go ahead and switch it to, it's the beta feature. You just switch it. And then it's going to ask me to put in my passcode. And you got to be careful when you do this because if you don't really know the language, and I actually don't know German, you could kind of get lost here, right? But now everything's in German, which is cool. I think that's really neat. And if you want to learn the language, a good way to learn the language is just switch it to that language and force yourself to figure it out. Okay? And so now every single thing is in German, which is cool. Okay? So we just have to remember that we were in Spreche. That's the language. We want to go ahead and switch it back to, look at all these languages. It's pretty wild, huh? The growth. Pretty wild, the growth of what's been going on in the space, in the crypto space, the blockchain space overall, but especially the Cardano ecosystem, right? Okay, so we're just going to finish it out here. You can also change the currency. So US dollar, look, you could put it in BNB for crying out loud. You could put it in everything in Bitcoin. You can, so now everything is over here in Bitcoin. See the B? I'm sort of circling it. It's just awesome, okay? And you can go ahead and search for it, USD. We'll change it back to USD. And that's just neat. Decimal precision, number of decimal places you'd like to show for your amounts. Set a PIN code, right? That's the PIN code that we talked about. You can turn on or off the sounds. You can add, delete, and edit an address book for entries. The Dapp allow list. Here's a really interesting thing. Here are the dApps that you have whitelisted for your wallet. You can decide to remove the privilege. Okay, so what we have: Liquid, we have MinSwap, the Liquid Rewards, Genius Seal, Clarity Vote, just to name a few. And we have gone ahead and allowed these, and there's 7 pages here. So you can go through. If you don't like an application, you can go ahead and take it off. And the next time you go to that application, it's going to ask you to sign again if you want to. Okay. So that's that. Transactions auto submit transactions. Custom submit endpoint. This is more if you're more into the developer space. Blockchain Explorer, you can actually choose the preferred Blockchain Explorer for the application that you want to use here. Look at them all. Look at them all. It's really wonderful. It's really wonderful. You've seen me on pool.pm before. This is the one for MonsterSwap. Okay, so you can change the slippage. So slippage on swaps is the difference between expected and executed trade prices. Right now it's set for 3%. You could move it to 1, you could move it to 5, you could move it to 2.5. You could move it I guess you can't use a decimal there. You can move it to 2%, you could do 7%. Okay, we're just gonna keep it on that suggested 3%. Enabled protocols. A disabled DEX won't be used for swaps. And so here are the enabled protocols: Genius Yield, MinSwap, Muesli Swap, Spectrum, Splash, Sunday, Wi-Fi, Wing Riders. And then it also uses aggregators, which is incredible. SteelSwap, DEX Hunter. And you can show these, you could show MonsterSwap on the home menu or in the main menu or not. Okay, you can take it off if you want. And here it is. It's nice. If you don't like one of these DEXs, you could just toggle it off. Okay, you just keep them on there. Brilliant. It's brilliant. Okay. Oh, this is another thing too. If you are in the ecosystem long enough participating and things go wrong, you're going to be in Discord asking questions and they're going to say, did you clear your cache? What I love about this is it actually resets the application cache right here for you. Okay, it's such a common thing that they put a button in here for you right in the application for you to go ahead and like reset the cache so that you're not congested and that your wallet could be optimized and work efficiently. Reset the application. Okay, you can reset the application. It gives you a warning. Okay, and then this one down here, so we're going to close this up, and then the app utilities, this is like miscellaneous utilities. I guess you can create a new address by combining any 2 addresses. It's really neat. I'm telling you, things are happening wonderful. You can sign or verify any payload with the address. Again, this is something that if you're more involved and you really are deeper into the developer side of things, you might want to check out some of these miscellaneous utilities. But for the common person interacting with the Cardano ecosystem, with your wallet, you're not going to really need to worry about those. And that brings us to the beauty of this wallet. And here it is. Don't let it confuse you. Don't let it overwhelm you. Just take it bit by bit. It's once you continue to use it and look at it, it becomes more and more familiar. It's a fantastic time in the Cardano ecosystem. I'm so glad I was able to fit this video in for you here all the way in from Switzerland. So I hope that you got some value out of the experience and that you continue on and tell others about the Eternl Wallet. Tell others about the Cardano ecosystem and help them through the process of downloading their wallet so that they can plug in to the world of Web3 in the beauty of the Cardano ecosystem. That's all for now. I will see you back home in the next video. Thanks.